when you forget your tripod and you still want to make a video. So I don't know what the hell I'm going to be filming. Probably the ceiling. So, a window mount. So yeah. So I picked up Call of Duty, Black Ops 4. And, I had money on Red Dead Redemption 2. It's just, it sounded way too involved for my tastes, you know, being a 60-hour campaign and having to take care of your horse and all this other crap. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna go with Call of Duty, you know, something quick I can play for 10 minutes or 10 hours. It just depends on how much you want to play and how much time you have on your hands. So IGN and everybody else, you know, I know of, some people did full reviews, some people did reviews on each thing, whatever. They just do overall thoughts and process. So let's go with multiplayer, because that's my most time on. Multiplayer seems like it's pretty solid. They've had 2 updates so far. The second update seems that they've debuffed some guns, or, you know, nerfed them. Big nerf would be definitely the ICR, which is your first gun you get. Seems like it takes a lot of bullets to kill somebody. Worst gun in the game so far is a submachine gun, the Cordite. The Cordite is like hands down the worst gun in the game so far. In a 60-round clip, before I died, I hit a guy with 55 bullets in the body. It wasn't like someone went to the wall. 55 bullets, those constant hit markers, and did not drop, and he dropped me with like a shot from a shotgun from distance. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what's the point really of having this gun even in the game? So then I pop into hardcore, and hardcore you can do more damage. The problem is when you go into core, the health is 150, and then people were complaining about the body armor. I've worn body armor, and I get clipped just as fast as anybody else, it seems like, if I have armor or not armor. Respawning seems to have somewhat of where they will spawn in behind you. Not much, you know, it doesn't happen that often, but when it does happen, you'll have like 3 or 4 guys right behind you, and you'll be like, fuck, and then you're dead. So there's that. Most of the other guns besides the Cordite feel like they have some impact. Like I said, the ICR is you have to have. I've had 4 attachments on my ICR on my profile, and it's kind of bullshit. But you know, there's other guns where I have 2 attachments, or 1 attachment, or 3 attachments. But the 4 attachment ICR kind of pisses me off. And the big key to the ICR currently is the quick draw. Quick draw, it seems to have got me out of a lot more jams than without it. Without it, I was getting outshot, I'd say 60% of the time, not maybe 70. Which kind of gets irritating after a while when you're trying to just play core and just turn your brain off and just shoot. And not have to really work for your kills. Perks in multiplayer, it's basically the same sweep of perks as they've had since probably Black Ops 1, you know, with maybe a couple exceptions for Black Ops 1. You know, Tracker's not, you know, too new, not /too old, you know, but they're all the same shit. But the only thing they have is like a wild card where you can have all of one perk. So if you want, like, I think it's like Flak Jacket, Engineer, and Scavenger, you can have those as your 3 perks, and it's all from the blue tier. Secondaries, I haven't got too much chance to play with the secondaries as much as I'd like to. The one thing I've seen is whenever I use the MOG, the MOG, it's a shotgun, it takes at least 2 shots to kill somebody. To me, getting shot once with a full bar of health to be dead. So I don't know if that's an attachment, you know, if it's like buckshot and then they're just getting me and they were using it in hardcore and then they moved it to core. I don't really know, but it seems a little underpowered. There's 2 shotguns. I think the other one's the SG-12. SG-12 is not too bad. It's a semi-automatic, so you can get some damage done relatively quick. You got 3 handguns, a rocket launcher, and a knife. Knife's under melee, waiting for them to add, you know, like a shovel or whatever stupid shit they're gonna add, you know, in these. They're doing tiers this year, which the tiers, you know, I played a halfway decent amount of time. I'm only in tier 9 out of 50, and there's 20 tiers of just Halloween stuff that's going to end here probably today. So you have those 2 factors. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. But with the tiers, you know, you earn them with time in, but they really need to accelerate the time because, you know, people that like have lives and jobs and shit and just play as a hobby versus life, they're gonna have trouble trying to fit in. The last statistic was on either Polygon or Gaming Bolt, said that you have to play 8 hours a day for the 52 days to unlock everything, and that's like having 2 full-time jobs. So not many people are gonna be able to do that. So they really should accelerate it. Maybe include you know, bonus length or rank up when you know, for challenges and kills versus just time in, because time in 8 hours a day, that's pretty ridiculous. All in all, if I had to give it a score, I'd give it about 8 out of 10 for multiplayer. You know, with the couple guns that are underpowered, you know, but most of the guns feel halfway decent. You know, you feel pretty fair on core. Hardcore, you know, you can kill somebody shooting them in the foot with 2 bullets and bada bing, bada boom, they're dead. So, then there's Blackout. Blackout, I've had some time in. If you're going in solo and you're brand new to battle royals like I am, you are gonna get fucked over hard, like, and quick. Key is just to dive down and hope for the best of where you're gonna land. By the time, if you glide down, most players in that map will have all their stuff that is in their area already attached to their body and in their backpack, in which case, I ran up a freaking 2nd story building, up the, you know, the ladder and everything, and up the stairs, got up to the roof with my fists trying to scavenge, and I got shot and killed within the first 30 seconds of, like, me being on the map. Solo. I did quads with some friends. Could be kind of fun, especially if you got one or 2 people that know what they're doing. And you know, you talk shit. You know, mind you, no one's gonna hear it besides the 4 of you, but unless you open up your mic, I guess you could talk shit to everybody. You know, out of 100 people are in a lobby. But it seems like a pretty fun mode. I know people compare it to PUBG, and it's supposed to be better. I'm just gonna go off of that and say that's probably a good 8 out of 10. Zombies, I have not had much time to play online. I've been doing so much multiplayer trying to get these tiers done, see how bad they really are to unlock stuff. Multiplayer, Zombies. Zombies seems, I've seen it played on my system. I was letting a friend play it and I was watching them. It seems pretty fun. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do. A lot of cool, like, agents from what we saw on the Titanic. I played for a hot minute on Titanic. I have not played the arena. I've heard good things about the arena from friends, not just reviewers that, you know, regurgitate it and get paid to do so for top dollar for ad revenue. Like, this channel, like, you know, I do these when I drive to work and when I'm bored. sometimes, I'll be a little lax and not make videos. But, I use my vape. But, a lot of these reviewers get paid by the advertising revenue and get games early and crap. And like I said, I was going to get Red Dead, and I ended up getting this, but I waited about six days after Black Ops 4 came out to actually pick it up. It was a hell of an install. I did it, and then the last two updates have been 12 gigabytes. So I'm like, what the hell are they really fixing or adding? And seems like a lot more fixes they did put in the tier system. And like I said, the tier system has got some flaws. I've gotten to level 9, and it's basically face paints and like gestures, and I have not got a single camo yet for my guns, which is kind of dumb. Like there should be, camos that you can get, because camos are not going to be like earth-shattering. If it was guns, like, because they do have some variants I've seen. If it was a gun, I can understand tier, 10, 12, but, like, these gestures, like, who gives an actual fuck about gestures in a multiplayer game? Like, except for Blackout, where you have time to screw around in the pre-game lobby, where you can go up and punch people and do gestures. I tried one in multiplayer. I pulled it off. It didn't give me a bonus or anything. It was just, I had a jack-o'-lantern, for candy. So a plastic jack-o'-lantern with candy in it, and I threw it up in the air, and that was it. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's kind of dumb, the early tiers, but you have to work through that to actually get, like, there's a variant of the Titan, which is a light machine gun, where, these people that play non-stop are going to have all these cool-ass guns. To me, who plays 4 or 5 hours a night, maybe less, maybe 2, depending on what's going on. And I'm going to get outshot here pretty soon once these, children that can put 8 hours in after their homework's done get on and just wreck everybody that has jobs and lives and families that they have to take care of and shit. So but zombies, from what I've seen, I give that an 8. I give the whole game as a whole experience an 8 out of 10. A lot of people were complaining, oh, there's no single player, but here's the thing: the last 3 or 4 Call of Duties I've got, this is gonna be sad to say, but I never really went into a single player campaign on any of those Call of Duties until they had some kind of screw up and the lobbies were down for a day or 2 or whatever. I would go and play single player just to keep playing something Call of Duty related. And I quit Call of Duty Infinite Warfare about halfway through the DLC cycle because I'm like, this game is stupid. So I quit it, sold it. But at that point, they ruined the Modern Warfare 4 1, whatever how you want to call it, remastered. They ruined that with the care package guns, because you were getting outshot with those guns 9 out of 10 times. They didn't really give it a stable lobby while I played it, and I feel like they ruined it. So I was like, I'm done with you guys. And then World War II comes out, and everybody's like, oh my god, it's great, it's the best Call of Duty ever made. And I'm like, sure. So I rented it from Redbox, and it was okay. I hated the maps. The maps all seemed really, really underwhelming and small. The guns felt pretty good, but at that point, World War I, aka Battlefield 1, was out. I had all the DLC for that, and I was kind of just playing that for a while. So, and then I see this, and I'm like, oh, there's gonna be jetpacks, and They have no jetpacks, so that's another benefit too. There is standard movement except for one character who has a grappling hook. That's another thing I should mention for the multiplayer. There's a character with a grappling hook that can travel across the map fast, but they make you fire from the hip. So he's also vulnerable because I've gotten killed while doing it pretty easily, and I've also killed people pretty easily that use that grappling hook in front of me. It's not like it saves you. It's not like you're jumping out of bullets range with a double jump or anything. You know, I have noticed a lot more people doing this weird side stepping back and forth that kind of confuses me, and then you know, sometimes they'll get out a shot, sometimes it won't. Depends on how I have my reticle, if I'm aiming at like a head or a chest. But yeah. So I guess that's my Call of Duty Black Ops 4 review and my Call of Duty past rant real quick, you know, for a 16-minute video. But yeah, Call of Duty, you know, they should really start trying to move towards something new. You know, it seems like they're trying, but it also seems like they're just, oh, PUBG and Fortnite are doing good. Well, let's just copy and paste that into a movie called Blackout. So, but yeah, these battle royales, like, I don't know. I've played Fortnite for 5 minutes and thought it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I've played Blackout now. But okay, take care, subs, all 3 of you.